Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
I told you could get happy hour every day from 1 to 8 p.m. at the Evergreen Bar in Southfield. And the new menu items are looking right. Okay, I see they got lamb chops now. You know you gotta hit the shrimp with the lemon drip. Okay, Evergreen Bar done stepped it up. Cheers to that. And on Friday and Saturday nights, they got a nice karaoke vibe from 7 p.m. to midnight. Everything was tasting right, and the drinks was hitting extra strong. Make sure y'all pull up to Evergreen Bar and Grill in Southfield.
Meet the IHOP House Faves value menu. Everything's just $6. Like the Breakfast Faves combo, $6. French toast breakfast, $6. $6 for all this and all that. That's a lot of breakfast for $6. Weekdays at IHOP.
Detroit is my home. In Detroit, my first love came into my life. I bought my first car, my first home, where my firstborn entered the world. Can you see what I see? The future that is upon us? New generations will experience their own fabulous firsts. They will have their own stories, first memories to share.
If your workload requires strength and durability, Silverado from your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers will have your back, handling everything you need to bring your unique vision to life. When the job calls for the best, Silverado is the hard-working pickup that means business. Lease a 2025 Silverado Crew Cab LT for just $189 a month. Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City.
At Lawrence Technological University, every Blue Devil represents more than just a student athlete. They represent dedication, passion, and the pursuit of excellence. That's why we're proud to introduce the Blue Devil Legacy Club, a membership-based initiative dedicated to enriching the lives of our student athletes and elevating the future of LTU athletics. The Blue Devil Legacy Club exists to inspire positive change, promote teamwork, and enhance the overall college experience for every LTU student athlete. By supporting both the physical, mental well-being of our student athletes, members of the Legacy Club ensure they have the tools, resources, and opportunities to succeed, not only in competition, but also in the classroom and in life. As a Legacy Club member, you play a vital role in shaping the future of LTU athletics. Your support helps fund facility upgrades, strengthen student-athlete health and wellness programs, and create an environment where champions are built in character and in sport. Join us in creating a lasting legacy for Lawrence Tech Athletics. Together, we can empower our student athletes to reach new heights in the classroom, in competition, and beyond. Become a member of the Blue Devil Legacy Club and leave your legacy for a brighter future for LTU student athletes.
Good afternoon and welcome to tonight's non-conference men's hockey matchup between the Vulcans of Penn Western and the Blue Devils of Lawrence Tech. Lawrence Tech alongside the THC, CJ, takes great pride in the student athletes, coaches, officials, and spectators. We encourage and cheer every team, but with the spirit of sportsmanship. Offensive language towards players, officials, and coaches if not, it's fine. And to the results of the selection. The Vulcans are coached by Jameson Groff, and his assistant is Jason Greenway. Here are the Vulcan starters. At left defense, number 3, Avery Ball. At right defense, number 2, Cole Evans. At left wing, number 23, Elon Turner. At right wing, number 75, Matt Timothy. At center, number 61, Noah Lavin. At goalie, number 33, Dominic Savola. The Blue Devils are coached by Ken Gaffney. His assistants are Mickey Wadnick, CJ Cooper, and Griffin Foster. Here are the Blue Devil starters. At left defense, number 24, Josh Peterson. At right defense, number 27, Nick Chiapetta. At right wing, number 13, Devin Genzel. At left wing, number 22, Jeff Rand. At center, number 23, Luke Grady. And your goalie for tonight, number 79, Nolan Foster. We ask that you please rise if able and remove your hats for the play of the national anthem.
Welcome into Redford Ice Arena. Game 2 of the series between Penn West California and the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. The Vulcans lost a heartbreaker. Blue Devils really brought it to them yesterday. That was a 6-1 Blue Devils victory here at Redford Ice Arena. Blue Devils looking to continue along that path, hopefully, especially moving forward into playoffs. Blue Devils need to start stacking wins, getting ready for playoffs as it comes up in the next couple weeks. I am Luke Weinberger here today. Redford Ice Arena, beautiful day outside. Came in nice and sunny. It's warming up a little bit. And it looks like we are about ready to start play. Blue Devils wearing those nice powder blue uniforms. Royal blue helmet, royal blue shells. Powder blue striped socks, and the Vulcans coming in the red. Puck drop. Rand tries to hold up his guy, gets rid of it right there. It's moved across and intercepted by Getzel. Getzel's backhanded is played aside. He picks up the rebound. Back to Peterson, his shot. It's covered by Zavola. Blue Devils off to an early start. Really love to see that. A lot of pressure early within the first 12 seconds of the game. Looking to come off of that big win yesterday, 6-1. Jeff Rand, 4 points in the day, 2 goals, 2 assists. Look for him to have a big day as the captain, Radu, wins that one back. Sent all the way around by Peterson, and Rand picks up the puck. Rand looking for some help, not able to do it. Karpuska loses that one, and Rand picks it up. Now Getzel with it, gets rid of that one. Drop back by Chiapetta. Peterson looking for center for that one. It was Christopher picking that one up. A little bit of a number changes with these powder blues. DeHaas trying to get to that one, not able to do so. It's picked up by the Vulcans. Sent that one in deep, trying to get to it now are the Blue Devils. Loiser. Now with it, Dole with the pressure. Vulcan's trying to get that one out. Pass onto the stick, not able to stay on his feet, and the Blue Devils have an opportunity to get that one out. Good play by Zito right there, trying to keep that one in. Vulcans now with some established pressure in the zone. Zito with it now, cycles that one back down deep, looking for some help, and there's going to be a whistle. Helmet pops off of Zito, trying to get a call right there from the referee. Nothing comes of it. Both teams changing lines now. Face off here. Greer's going to take this one, comes out with Walsh and Fisher. On defense, we got Crone and Wright. Puck one back to Wright now. He's going to get over the red line and dump that one in deep. On to the forecheck go, the Blue Devils. Fisher leaves that one back for Crone, but a little bit of pressure right there, able to put it back down deep. Walsh get it back to Crone. Crone shot, that one's tipped in front. Just knocked down too hard by Greer. Vulcans recovering in their zone. Nice play, cut back, backhand centering attempt right onto the stick of Wright, who gives it to Walsh. Walsh tries to dump that one in deep, puts it right on the stick of the Vulcans. Vulcans trying to make a move. Headway at the blue line, drops that one back, trying to get to it, and it's intercepted by Crone. Here come the Vulcans the other way off the transition. Shot in the slot, saved by Foster. Rebounds there, but played into the corner. Pass to the defenseman, that one looked like it went off the stick and wide. Crone with it, nice little backhand to get it out of the zone. Now with it, Peterson moves it over to Sardi, who takes the shot, and that one just goes wide. Now trying to get to it, Sherman sends that one up. It bounces right back in front, rebound saved by Zavola. Blue Devils sustaining a lot of pressure right here as that pass to Peterson is blocked on the shot. Good job keeping that one in the zone by Giordano. Vulcans doing all they can to break up the sustained pressure by the Blue Devils, but they'll hold on to it. Sardi puts that one deep, and Sherman's on the pressure. Sherman doing a good job. He's held up by the Vulcan defenseman. Helmet pops off again, and we will get a whistle. Sustained pressure all period so far for the Blue Devils, doing a great job coming off that win yesterday. Exactly what you want to do here to establish yourself early in the first period. Another face-off here for Radu. Radu tries to push that one forward and wins it against Lavender. Loiser with a slap shot from the point, rebounds there, not able to put a stick on it, was Radu. Good body by Getzel right there. Rand coming up to play a little high man. That one's gotten over, and it's good job by Boring to keep that one from going the other way. That one bounced in, almost went off the netting, but not quite. Ends up in the Vulcan zone. Greer with it now. Good puck protection as he makes his way into the corner, tries to backhand that one up, is able to do so, and that shot ends up on the stick of the Vulcans. Radu, a great job right there on the back check, making sure that puck did not leave the zone. Radu circling along the top of the blue line. He takes a shot, and that one is saved by Zavola. Blue Devils establishing a lot of pressure early here in the first period. Not 5 minutes in, it's still 0-0 here at Redford Ice Arena. Both teams going to make a quick little change. Top line for the Vulcans comes out. Face off. One, that one goes right off the post. Back in the zone. Foster not able to set that one up. The Vulcans will gain possession. Good pass right there. Vasco trying to get to it, not able to do so. That one goes off the body of Dahlmount. Good body right there. Foster covers, and we will have a whistle. Defensive zone faceoff momentarily away. Blue Devils doing a good job so far this weekend in the defensive zone. Foster gives some love to the post right there, thanking him for his contribution to the save. That one went off the post and in. It was a shot by, I believe, Mankulich. And the Vulcans shocked the Blue Devils with an early lead. Turn of events. A lot of sustained pressure from the Blue Devils. But it's the Vulcans who get on the board first after that shot off the post. Sherman gets pushed down, no call from the referees. Puck established by the Vulcans. Nice play right there by the defenseman. Trying to play it over. Vulcans still have possession in the Blue Devil zone. That centering pass for Sherman did not connect, but it went off the stick. Now Sherman has it on his, sends that one across. Loiser trying to gather possession, sends that one across the crease, but just off the stick of Sherman. Coming down the other way, it's Fortucci who's knocked into by Loiser. Boring with it now. He's playing defense today for the Blue Devils. Foster sets that one up behind his net. Back to recover will be Peterson. Foster gives that one up to Chapetta, and Peterson will go recover it from the rim pass. Radu, the captain, doing a good job getting that puck off a high glass and out into Vulcan territory. Vulcans with the puck now, and that one bounced off of the wall, took a Blue Devil hopping, and it's now on Rand's stick. Good body right there by Tiernan. Radu with some speed, not able to keep that one on his stick as the Vulcans try to establish pressure in the Blue Devil zone as they dump that one back in deep. Chapetta with it now behind his net. He sets, turns, looks, fires that one to Getzel, who backhands that one out of play. Out of the zone at least. And now back on his stick. Getzel takes it. He has some speed. Nice little move right there. Good play with the stick. Karpuska trying to get rid of that one. There's Rand looking for some space. 4 points in the game yesterday, 2 goals, 2 assists. Jeff Rand now has the puck in the zone. He gets it taken off of his stick. That's a nice play by the defenseman Evans for the Vulcans. Good body right there. It ends up on the stick of DeHaas. Looking for some help. Centers that one off the post. Rebound. Bounces out in front. And that shot by Christopher is covered up. Blue Devils find themselves down 1-0 here with 8 minutes gone in the first period. It's 1-0 Vulcans here at Redford Ice Arena. Love the uniforms for both teams. You got that light powder blue for the Blue Devils, that dark red for the Vulcans. Love it when two teams wear a little bit of color, but you can easily distinguish who is who. That one's picked up by Ball now in the zone. He tries to get that one over to Vasco. Vasco sends that one around for Zito. Zito able to get that one out. Picked up by Dahl and sent over to right. Tip in by Christopher. Kibe doing a good job in his defensive zone as that ends up back in the zone for the Blue Devils. Picked up by Christopher, given over to Dahl. That one poked to the middle. Giving that one over to Kress. Blue Devils will take it out of their own zone. Dumped it deep. No icing is going to be called. Walsh there on the forecheck. St. John picks it up for the Vulcans. Fisher in the zone now. Establishing pressure. The Blue Devils doing a good job right there. Good body right there by Walsh. Picked up by Ball. Ball sends that one around looking for St. John as he's hit by Walsh. Loiser will send that one all the way in, and it will go off of the netting, and we're going to have a whistle outside of the zone. Blue Devils doing a good job establishing some pressure. Going to need to get some more shots, maybe get in there for a couple more rebounds as Greer takes this face off. He will tie up the centerman, and it will end on the back. It will end back on the stick of Peterson. Peterson dumps that one in, and on the forecheck goes Walsh. He will try to finish his hit, not able to do so, and going the other way, it's Fortucci. Portucci looking for St. John right there. That pass was intercepted by Greer. Greer with it in his defensive zone, gives that one up to Fisher, who sends that one out to center. It's picked up by Kibe. Good job. The Blue Devils go, trying to get that one deep. It's going to be St. John right there with the puck. He will cycle it back. Looking for the open guy. Good job. Mankulich picking that one up now. It's back on the stick of Kibe. Kibe doing a good job. That one went off the stick of Wright. Sent that one into the corner. Here's Rand with the puck now in his defensive zone. Looking for some space. Rand with some speed. Gets it knocked off his stick. Picks it back up. Rand into the offensive zone. Looking for some help. He slows up. Picked up by the Vulcans. Getzel comes in to help, and he isn't able to hold on to it. Wright gets rid of the puck, looking for Radu. Radu not able to keep that one in. It's bouncing around at the blue line. Wright backhands that one for Rand. He's going to have a guy far side, but isn't able to hold on to it to make a play. Radu looking out to help his teammate. Good hit right there. Getzel on the back check. It's a 2-on-2. Getzel back checking. That shot saved by Nolan Foster. Not many shots for the Vulcans, but they do have a goal. Shot off the post. Ended up in the back of the Blue Devils' net. And a prime time opportunity here for DeHaas. Got to win it back. Good win right there for DeHaas. Trying to get to it is Loiser. Loiser holds on to that, sends that one all the way down, and Dahl will win the race to it. Dahl looking for the centering pass, tripped up a little bit on the play, but nothing comes of it. That one bounced off a body. It looked like it went off the body of Vasco, and it's covered by Zavola. Still trying to figure out a lot of these numbers for both teams. These new powder blue jerseys for the Blue Devils, not all of them are wearing their rostered number. Faceoff is held up there by Price. Now, that one will be sent the length of the ice. We're going to do it all over again. Same spot, same faceoff. Captain Price for the Vulcans, their captain. Not able to put enough finesse on it as that one is icing. DeHaas with Christopher and Dahl. As Dahl dumps that one in and onto the stick of DeHaas. DeHaas looking for some help, trying to get that one set up. He gives it to Christopher, back to DeHaas. DeHaas sends that one back door. Good stick right there by the goaltender, Zavola. It's picked up now by Vasco, who sends that one to Price, who then gets that one out to center. Dahl is trying to grab onto it. Loiser steps up and makes a play. Loiser with some speed to the outside. Loiser looking for the wraparound opportunity. It's saved. Rebound. Another blocker save by the goaltender. Battling out in the corner. That slap shot is blocked. Price doing a good job for him. It's going to be a penalty for the Vulcans coming up, and it's going to be a Lawrence Tech power play. Looks like Price is going to head to the box. The call is going to be cross-checking, and the Blue Devils will have their first power play of the night. So far this year, Blue Devils 22.5% on the power play, 16 for 21. Take a second and look at that Penn West, California penalty kill so far this year. It has not been fantastic. 72.4% on the penalty kill, and the Blue Devils will look to take advantage. Face off one back by Getzel, given over to Peterson. Now his shot saved by the goaltender Zavola. Good focus right there. Screened in front, able to do a nice little glove save. Stick that glove out, ends up inside of it. Having a conversation with the referee. Don't know what that one's about. Getzel, DeHaas, Rand, Peterson, and Dahl. Peterson with it. Gives it down to DeHaas. DeHaas has some room, sends that one right down the Broadway. He had an open lane on the right side of that net, far side that is. Was not able to do so as that's centering a pass for DeHaas was not corralled. Back to Peterson. He's not able to hold on to it, and his pass goes out of the zone. It's picked up by Getzel. Getzel drops this one off for Dole. Dole with it now. Sends that one to DeHaas. DeHaas gives it to Getzel. Getzel with a shooting lane sends that one off of the stick of Karpuska, and it ends back behind the Blue Devils net. Loiser with it now, trying to gain some speed through the neutral zone. He sends it off the boards. Good job right there, and they're going to be able to establish some offensive zone pressure here on the power play. Just under a minute to go on this Blue Devils power play as Radu picks it up and makes his way around the edge of the circle. That pass, rebound, and he scores. Christopher, second attempt right there. Christopher puts it in the back of the net. It's going to be a power play goal for the Blue Devils. Christopher, first shot attempt saved by the goaltender. His second shot attempt wide open, puts in the rebound. Christopher from Radu. Blue Devils will tie this game up 1-1. Now with 7:09 remaining, it's going to be a power play goal for the Blue Devils. Exactly what you need to do. Blue Devils trying to establish themselves back into this game, and they do it there. 1-1 as that faceoff's won back by the Vulcans. Kibe trying to get to that one. Rand makes a move. Not able to get that one on net. Sent to center, picked up by Chipetta. Peterson with it now. Rand has it. Gives that one up to Sherman, who dumps it deep. Peterson takes a fall as that pass from Radu does not connect. It's going to end up back on the stick of the goaltender, Foster. He will send it the length of the ice, and they're going to call it good, and the Vulcans will recover. Sherman with it now, gives it down to Rand. Rand with some space now, sends that one off the back of the net, trying to make a play. He is picked up by Mankulich behind the net. Looking for some help there, not able to get it. Sent all the way around, looking for St. John right there. Wright beats him to it, sends that one down to Radu. Radu sends that one out in front. Rand's right there, rebound's loose, no whistle, there it is. As Zavola makes a nice save. Blue Devils starting to establish after that power play goal. They've had the majority of the puck possession throughout this period, not able to capitalize. They did there on the power play. It's 1-1 here at Redford Ice Arena. Shift change, out comes DeHaas with Jaskowitz and Dahl. That pass for Wright goes. That shot goes wide. Wright with it now. Wright sends that one all the way around the boards. Ends up somehow in front of the net off the bad bounce, and it's picked up by the Vulcans. No damage done. Jaskowitz trying to get to that one, not able to do so. Zetto on the forecheck. That one just off the stick of DeHaas, not able to hold on to it. The assistant captain goes in on the forecheck. Puck ends up back on his stick. It's taken from his stick onto the stick of Ball. Ball, the defenseman for the Vulcans. He is knocked off the puck there by Loiser. Loiser with a step now. Pass from DeHaas onto the stick of Loiser. Loiser's shot and saved by Zavola. The rebound ends up in the back of the net. No, it stayed on the goaltender's back. Laid there in the slot, and the Vulcans will get rid of it. Picked up back by the Blue Devils. Tried to get that one to center, but Kreis intercepts. Little toe drag, and it's going to be a penalty right there on Crone. Just an unfortunate timing. Kreis falls, and it's going to be a penalty for tripping on Crone. Now, so far this year, Penn West California, 21.4% on the power play, 6 power play goals on 28 attempts. Not great. Blue Devils, that fantastic power play with Rand and Radu leading the charge. 87% on the season so far. Out there, it's going to be Radu and Greer. On defense, it's going to be Boring. And I believe that is Peterson. It is. Blue Devils are going to be able to send that one the full length of the 200. It's going to kill a good chunk of time off of this Vulcan power play. Vulcan's trying to establish something. Ball gives that one up to Mikulich. Off of his stick onto the stick of Radu and all the way on net The goaltender will make the play. Picked up now by Hodson. Hodson looking for it now, sends that one through center. It's intercepted by Boring, and he will send that one down deep into the zone. Full change for the Blue Devils. Just over a minute to go left on this penalty kill as Loiser sends that one on net, and the Vulcans will have to recover yet again. Not doing a fantastic job of breaking it out. That would be the establishment of their struggles so far on the power play. Trying to backhand that one to center, try to get a backdoor pass, but it's intercepted by Getzel and sent down the length of the ice. 50 seconds to go here on this power play for the Vulcans. Puck being broken out by Evans now. He will drop it back down. Zembrowski not able to hold on to it, and here comes Greer the other way. His shot off the blocker of Zavola and put into the corner. Here comes Christ the other way. Christ for the Vulcans. He will make his way to the outside. Down deep now. Good job using his body to protect that puck right there. He gives that one up to the defenseman, not able to hold on to it, but good job by Evans of keeping it in. Telegraphing passes are the Vulcans. It ends up on the stick of Dole, and he will send it the length of the ice. That will just about do it for that penalty to Crone. And that penalty ends, and we are even strength. Great kill by the Blue Devils. Looking for that slot. Centering pass, not able to go. The puck bounces up, and it's picked up by Dahl. Dahl with it now. Looking for some help. Drops that one over to Jaskowitz. Jaskowitz gives that one to DeHaas. Rebound is there, but good stick right there by the captain, Price. Zetto going the other way. He had Vasco with him, but it's intercepted, and the Blue Devils now on the quick transition. It's going to be a 3-on-3. Good pass right there. Nice little tip, and Loiser will have it in the neutral zone. Loiser, good job establishing his presence offensively from the defensive spot. That one's given to St. John. He sends that one across. Not able to hold on to that one. And there's going to be a whistle as Foster covers. So far, Blue Devils have held the majority of the puck possession, but the score remains 1-1. As this face-off to the left of Foster is dropped and won back by Greer. Sent all the way down across. Icing will be called as Fisher is not able to win the race. And we're going to do it over again. A little cold in the arena today, especially with it being so nice outside. The sun finally poking through those clouds today. Drove in nice and sunny. Beautiful day in the Metro Detroit area as that faceoff's won back by Greer. Picked up by Greer now in his defensive zone. He has Walsh and Fisher with him. Gives that one up to Fisher. Fisher's pass for Walsh did not connect. Now Wright with it, looking for that rebound attempt. That rebound went off the pad of the goaltender Zavola, and it kicks up out of play. Just under 2 minutes, 1:44 remaining here in the first period. It's 1-1 at Redford Ice Arena. Blue Devils answered on the power play after that early Vulcan goal. Greer taking this face-off once again. 2 for 2 on this shift so far, doing a great job. He pushes that one through, and the Blue Devils will go on the forecheck. Little spinning fall was Fisher right there, and it ends up on the stick of Karpuska. He's trying to get by the defensive Loiser, who's able to do so, and here come the Vulcans the other way as Foster holds on to that one, the goaltender for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils 14-8 so far in the season. Doing a good job. Tough conference play, 5-8 in the conference. With a couple conference games left, they're going to need to get a couple big wins if they are to set themselves up for good seeding in the playoffs. Greer makes a nice move right there, does it again, falls over, trying to backhand that one towards the net, not able to do so as it ends up in the corner. Evans with it now. Evans, a little bit of a hook, high stick on Getzel as he continues through. Loiser almost getting there, but Crone gets there first. Crone trying to send that one across. A little bit of a mixed signal right there as it's intercepted by Tiernan of the Vulcans. Crone with it now. Crone makes a nice move, goes wide, and we're under a minute to play here in the period. That one goes off the post, up and out of play. It's going to be 43 seconds left to go here in the first period. Blue Devils will get a shift change. It looks like that DeHaas line with Christopher and Dole will come out. Chapetta and Wright will back them up. Vulcans will answer with their top line, Zito, Kreis, and Vasco. On defense, it's going to be Hudson and Zambrowski. That faceoff is picked up by the Blue Devils, and now the Vulcans will recover. Zito not able to hold on to that one as Dahl picks it up now in the neutral zone. Dahl looking for some help. He has a lot of space, a lot of speed as he goes wide. Makes the move, takes the shot, and that one goes wide. It will end up on the stick of the defenseman Wright. Wright's pass, and that one takes a little bit of a trip. Big opportunity right there for a 3-on-1 turned aside by the Blue Devils. That stretch pass just out of reach of Dahl. He sends that one across the crease, and it's not picked up. Chapetta trying to get that one deep into the zone. Offsides is still called, and the tag up by DeHaas will end the period. 1-1 goals by both teams in this period. Vulcans got on the board first, and then that power play goal by Christopher, assisted by Radu, answered the call. That's going to be the end of the first period. We're going to head to intermission. This is Blue Devils hockey on LTU Sports Network. Welcome back after the first intermission of play, 1-1 here, Vulcans and Blue Devils at Redford Ice Arena, second period moments away. So far, Blue Devils have established a lot of puck possession, a lot of time on attack, but not able to capitalize, only capitalizing on that power play. Christopher able to put in his own rebound. Face off here, it's going to be Getzel, Radu, and Rand out there for the Blue Devils. Face off one back by Radu to Chapetta. Chapetta over to Peterson. Onto the stick of Rand, who tries to dump it in deep. Getzel will pick it up. Radu with it now. Radu behind his net, or behind the Vulcan net, that is. Trying to get to it, not able to do so, and it's taken by the Vulcans. It's Lavender with the puck, not able to do anything with it. Karpuska comes up with it. Karpuska now sends that one off the boards, able to be kept in by Chapetta, who sends a shot. That one ends up in the back of the net. Looked like it was tipped by Jeff Rand, and there you go. Blue Devils take the lead, 2 goals in a row. That one by Jeff Rand off the shot of Chapetta, and the Blue Devils take a 2-1 lead here. Good play by Rand right there. He got it. Got in front of the net. Chip tipped into the back of the net. Looked like it went 5-hole. Chapetta doing a good job keeping that puck in the zone, able to put it on the net. Did exactly what he needed to do, and guess what? Ended up in the back of the net for the Blue Devils, and they take a 2-1 lead here just 30 seconds into this second period. That's dropped back for the Vulcans and intercepted by Loiser, and they are establishing the pressure in the zone now. Flipped out to center, picked up by Dole. Price with it. Try to get that over to Vasco. Now it's picked up by Zambrowski, and he will have to go back and get it. Good job by the Blue Devils establishing an early presence here in the second period as they get the lead. That puck bounces out to center, and Loiser will take care of it, sending that one deep into the zone. DeHaas on the forecheck will pick it up. He leaves that one in the corner looking for some help. Dole ends up picking it up. Dole has it knocked off his stick, back on the stick of DeHaas, sent to the point now. It's Wright with a right slap shot. That one deflects out in front. DeHaas puts in the rebound, and it's 3-1 Blue Devils. Blue Devils doing exactly what they need to do, getting shots from the point. Rebounds are there and being put into the back of the net. That's DeHaas on the rebound. Good shot right there from the point. Right from right, that is. Right with the shot. Puts in onto the stick of DeHaas, and DeHaas does the rest. The rebound off the shot, picks it up, and puts it into the net. That's 2 early goals here in the second period for the Blue Devils. A minute and a half in, they have 2 goals, and it's 3-1. Establishing pressure, exactly what they wanted to do coming off of yesterday's 6-1 victory over the Vulcans. Picked up now, it's Kibe, but he has it pickpocketed off his stick. Fisher sends that one over to Wright, who isn't able to hold on to that backhands that one deep for Greer. Greer over, Walsh now, Walsh to Wright. Wright shot is blocked, it bounces over the net, almost had an opportunity for it as that one's intercepted. So that goal was assisted by Wright and Dole, it sounds like. Good job by the Blue Devils establishing exactly what they need to do here in the second period. Driving pucks to the net, getting guys to get to the net for screens, and rebounds are put in the net. Defense doing a great job of shooting pucks. That big hit by Greer right there in front. Blue Devils, a lot of energy coming out of intermission. That's exactly what you want to see from this team. So Sardi going in on the forecheck. Now he attacks Evans. A little bit of a hook right there. No call from the referee. St. John will pick that one up. St. John holding on to it. He gets edged off right there by Jaskowitz. That shot from Crone is saved and covered by Zavola. Blue Devils doing a great job now getting pucks back to the defensemen. The defensemen are doing their job getting it to the net. And then the forwards are doing their job of getting those rebounds and putting them in the back of the net, and that's exactly what you want to do to establish. But a great job right there by Tiernan. He blocks a shot. His shot is saved. Rebound is now loose in front. Picked up by the Blue Devils and sent the length of the ice. Not all the way down, not enough for icing, and Zambrowski will pick it up. Zambrowski to Tiernan, who just had that opportunity on the breakaway. Sherman falls, no call right there. A little bit of a makeup call, I would say. The couple missed calls so far as Tiernan sends that one deep off the boards. Zambrowski in on the forecheck now, trying to get that one back all the way around, able to keep that one in. Here comes Jaskowitz with it. He is edged by Ball. Here comes Loiser. Loiser, nice little touch saucer pass to Jaskowitz as he is hit hard on the side of the boards right there. Sarakowski on that big hit. Jaskowitz still slow to get up, and he will have to get up and play defense against Kreis as that pass intended for the Vulcans intercepted by Getzel, who lays that one out to the side for Rand, who tries to get that one over to Getzel again, who crashes hard into the boards. Radu now with it. Tries to leave that one for Rand, not able to do so. Radu picks it up, sends that one across. Little poke into the zone by Sarakowski. Rand pinned to the boards right there pretty hard, and the bodies are flying around for both of these teams. Rand now with it. Chapetta now gets hooked a little bit, not able to hold on to it initially, picks up the loose puck and gives that one to Rand, who now has it pinned on the boards. Right in front of the penalty box for the Vulcans. The puck does not move soon. It will be whistled dead. I can see some movement. Here comes Radu with Getzel. It's going to be a 2-on-1 with a back checker to Getzel. Not able to get the shot off, and he will hold possession, cycle that one back down deep for Radu. Radu is put onto the boards right there by the defenseman Kibe. And that one sent across for Hodson. Hodson looking for his guy, breaking through the middle, Giordano. Good job. Breaks that one up, and unfortunately offsides was Vasco as Kreis tries to make the move. Vulcans showing some energy here in the second period after giving up 2 early goals. Blue Devils came out strong after that first intermission. Find themselves with a 3-1 lead here with 15 minutes remaining in the second period. Picked up by the Vulcans. That shot right into the glove of Nolan Fisher, and he will squeeze it and get the whistle. So far this year, Nolan Foster in a very small, limited role as the Lawrence Tech backup goaltender overall. He has been solid in the games he has gotten. Good goals against average, good save percentage. So he is doing exactly what he needs to do in that backup role for the Blue Devils. And as the starting goaltender tonight, he is turned aside all but one. That one early off the post for the Vulcans. That gave them a 1-0 lead. Since then, Blue Devils have taken full control of this game, up 3-1 now. DeHaas trying to get that one, not able to do so. Vulcans trying to dump that one deep, but Giordano is in the way. Giordano using his body. And now DeHaas will pick that one up. The assistant captain for the Blue Devils will send that one out to center. It's picked up by the defenseman Hodson. Hodson turns and tries to fire that one deep. Giordano will intercept. Picked up by Kibe now. He cycles that one back for Hodson. Hodson will pick it up, looking for some help. Sends that one out to center, goes off the stick, and Loiser ends up with it in his own zone. Drops one back for Giordano. He will send that one off the boards. Not able to hold on to that one using his hand was Hodson, and Greer will come away with it. Greer avoiding that hit from Karpuska, and now the Blue Devils will establish puck possession in the zone. That one back to Loiser, who sends that one on net, and it's gloved by Zavola. Blue Devils, just a couple series left before playoffs, trying to tune up. Get ready in that zone. A national championship 2 years ago in the 2023 season. 2023-2024 season, that was. Since then, Blue Devils haven't been as potent as they have in previous years, looking to change that with stellar play from Luke Radu and defenseman Trevor Loiser. Trevor Loiser steps up and makes a big hit on Tiernan right there. That backhand attempt ends up on the pad of Foster, and he will cover it. Blue Devils will have a defensive zone face-off. Peterson and Geppetto will come out onto the ice as Greer will take the face-off against Karpuska. Greer wins that face-off. Man, has he been phenomenal tonight. I believe he has at least been successful on 4 or 5 power plays as it's a one-on-one. Walsh waits for Greer. He sends that one wide. It's going to be up and out of play. And the Blue Devils are going to have an offensive zone face-off here with 12:44 remaining here in the second period. Blue Devils need to get back to what they were doing early here in the second period, get pucks to the net from their defensemen and drive that net, get those rebounds, and capitalize on those loose pucks. Done it 3 times so far, 3 rebound loose pucks in front of the net. Doing a good job of getting shots from the high slot and getting the rebounds to go. Peterson sends that one, goes off of the stick and on to the tape of Greer. Greer takes a shot. That one is blocked. He will pick it up from the corner, sends that one back to Peterson. His shot loose in front, but not quite able to get a stick on it was Walsh. Geppetto sends that one deep, but went off a body. It's going to be a penalty now called. I believe it's going to be another power play for the Blue Devils. And Zito's going to head to the box. Second penalty of the day for the Vulcans, and the Blue Devils will head to the power play. 1 for 1 on the day so far. Christopher from Radu. Christopher got that shot in the slot, took it all the way to the net, got his own rebound and put it in the net. That tied this game 1-1. Since then, Blue Devils have scored 2 straight. Not 30 seconds in, Rand is able to capitalize on the rebound from Geppetto. And then a minute after that, DeHaas capitalized from right and Dole. It's a 2-on-2 now. That shot right into the gut of Foster, and it will be turned aside, and the whistle will be blown. That's exactly what you want if you are the Vulcans, trying to establish something here, even down a man on the penalty kill. Christ taking this face off. He is with Vasco. On the point, it's going to be Zambrowski and Hodson as DeHaas sends that one deep, and Dole will have to get to it. He does, gives that one over to Rand. He gives that one back to Peterson. Peterson down to Getzel. Down to DeHaas. DeHaas looking for something. Backhand. Rebound is loose. But Getzel is not able to capitalize. Now with it, Dole sends that one. Backhanding attempt. That one just wide. Rand will pick it up. Rand to the point. He gives that one to Peterson. Peterson down to Getzel. Getzel's shot is blocked by Hodson. Hodson trying to get to it, not able to do so. It's taken off of his stick and sent all the way around by Vasco. Dole does a good job of keeping that one in the zone. Tries to make a move, and here come the Vulcans the other way, but Peterson doing exactly what he needs to do to get in the way of that shot as Vulcans block yet another Blue Devils shot attempt. To Loiser in the high slot, down to Getzel. Getzel shot, rebound loose. Dole with a shot, that one just high and wide. Back onto the stick of Loiser, takes a one-timer. That one did not get anywhere near the net. Dole trying to hold on to it, sends that one to Loiser across the blue line, down to Getzel. Getzel now sends that one. Another attempt for Rand. Getzel to Loiser, the shot. That one went off of body and wide. DeHaas back to Loiser. Loiser across to Dole. Dole back to Getzel. Getzel to Loiser. And the stick by Kreis gets that one out, and the Blue Devils will get a change. Loiser sets up behind his net. That's going to do it for this power play as Zito heads out of the box. 1 for 2 on the day now as Loiser takes it through the slot, gives that one up. Shot, scores! Fisher! Right off the power play. A nice little snipe right there off the stick of Fisher. It is 4-1 Blue Devils. 10 minutes remaining here in the second period. Fisher. Absolute snipe. He got it from Loiser right after the power play expired, so no power play goal, but absolutely fired that one, Fisher. Little push forward through, trying to get the 2-on-2 advantage, not able to do so as offsides. Well, delayed offsides, his hand is raised but not called. Here comes St. John the other way. And 3 early goals here in the second period for the Blue Devils, find themselves with a 4-1 lead. St. John sends that one across, rebound saved by Foster. Set up in the zone now, trying to get to that one. Not able to do so, and sent deep by the Vulcans. Right with it, sends that one across. Fisher not able to hold on to that one, went off the skate of Christopher. Right off the boards. Sends that one to the defenseman Kibe, but offsides. Good job holding up was Fisher. Absolute far side snipe by Fisher. Goaltender not able to catch up with that one. It went top corner as Loiser picks that one up, backhands that one over across. That shot goes wide. Good opportunity right there for Cesardi. Now picked up by Jaskowitz. He's looking for some help to Sherman. Sherman able to keep that one in. Good job right there as he is bodied. And Jaskowitz picks it up low. Cesardi comes over to help, and they got 3 Blue Devils in that corner, and the puck squirts out, and it's picked up by Lavender and the Vulcans. Lavender rims that one around for St. John, who picks it up and is now circling the Blue Devil zone. Intercepted by Loiser, and he goes the other way quick. It's going to be a 2-on-2 with 2 guys coming back. Loiser sends that shot off the leg of Kibe. Loiser sends that one across. It's Jaskowitz. Jaskowitz shot, rebounds loose, and he scores! Sherman, the rebound off the pad of Zavolin. It's 5-1 Blue Devils. Sherman puts in this rebound. And the Blue Devils take full advantage. Loiser, another assist on the play. That's back-to-back assists for Loiser, second point of the night, and the Blue Devils extend to 5-1. Exactly how you want to dominate the second period. A slow first period on the scoreboard. And that is 4 goals here in the second period on this Penn West California team. The Vulcans not able to keep up with this avid attempt as that one from Rand just sails wide. That shot goes off the body of Rand again. Radu picks it up in the corner, sends that one to the point. That point shot is blocked. Peterson tries to get rid of that again. Now it's picked up by the Vulcans. It's Zito. Jaskowitz and Loiser getting assists on the play. A whistle now. A little bit of a fight going on, trying to break it up now are the referees. A helmet did pop off. I cannot quite tell who that is down on the ice for the Blue Devils. Looked like it was Peterson. Yeah, Peterson, I believe. And we will see what's going to be addressed. Man, do I love those beautiful baby powder blue jerseys for the Blue Devils. That looks really good on the ice, especially with that red. Man, do I wish our baseball team had jerseys like that. I would love to wear powder blue, one of my favorite colors, as we wait to see what's going to be assessed. It looks like they're going to take both of them to the box. Radu and Kreis standing right outside the ref circle right there in front of the glass as we wait to see. Blue Devils 5-1 advantage here with 7:47 remaining here in the second period. A 6-1 victory yesterday. It's 5-1 here with just under halfway left in the game. Just waiting on the referees. I'm not sure what the call is going to be. It looks like Radu's heading back over to his bench. Say it's going to be 4-on-4. Looked like what the hand signal was. But we will see momentarily. Blue Devils capitalizing with rebounds and shots from the point, and that's exactly what you want to do against a struggling Penn West California Vulcans team. 4-on-4 looks like it's going to be. 2-minute penalties to each team. Loiser and Boring head out. Rand and Radu head out. 2-minute penalties to Peterson and Zambrowski for the altercation deep in the Blue Devil zone. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a lot of ice for the very speed-filled line for Radu and Rand. Let's see if they can move around a lot on the ice. It looks like both players for both teams are going to be ejected. Or a 10-minute misconduct, as it's going to be served by another player on the ice. I will keep you updated on that. That one's trying to get to it. Right there is Loiser. It's picked up by Radu. Radu with the lane to the net does not take it. Gives that one up to Boring instead. Down to Loiser. He has Radu wide. He will put it on his stick. Radu slows up and loses it. It's going to be picked up by Boring now. Looks like it might be just a 10-minute misconduct for each players. That pass is given up. Radu's going to be the first one onto it. Radu has a lane to the net. His shot rebound is loose, and then a slap shot by Loiser ends up in the glove of Zavola. Zavola struggling on the day. Not sure if that's his fault or the fault of the defenseman, and not being able to pick up the loose Lawrence Tech players in front of the net. I would guess the latter, as Zavola has been very sound on those initial shots. Just rebounds, not able to control enough, and nobody able to pick up the loose guys in front as Dole tries to walk Vasco in front. Flipped out to center, right down to the stick of Nolan Foster, the goaltender for the Blue Devils. He will backhand that one all the way around to Wright, and Wright will send that back behind the net for Crone. Crone holding onto it in his zone, and Dole will now come away with it. Dole sends that one to open space. Wright picks it up, and he will have a lane to the net. He takes that one wide, sends that one around, and DeHaas will be the first one to it. DeHaas holding on to it now. He has it taken off his stick. Dole picks up the loose puck, and Dole tries to do the Michigan, not able to hold on to the puck as DeHaas takes a one-time shot from the pass from Wright. DeHaas sends that one to the slot, but nobody is home. It's going to be picked up by Fortucci. Here come the Vulcans. The other way, it's Evans. He sends that one, not able to hold on to it. It's going to be a trip, but no call from the referee. Don't know how you can miss that one. Here's DeHaas. DeHaas's stick. It's knocked off his stick and picked up by the Vulcans. It's Vasco now. Vasco sends that one across for Christ, but not able to hold on to it. Chapetta comes away with it now. He has some speed going into the zone. It's going to be offsides as the Blue Devils were not able to tag up. Luckily, no delay of game or too many men call there. Beautiful day here in Metro Detroit. Blue Devils on Super Bowl Sunday find themselves up 4 goals here in the game. Super Bowl Sunday, February 8th, 2026. The New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks will be playing later today at 6 p.m., just a couple hours away from kickoff. If you're asking me, I would give the advantage to the Seahawks as that shot from Geppetta is covered up by Zavola. Seahawks, I feel like, have had better offense all year. Patriots, they've done exactly what they needed to do with that weaker schedule, finishing 14-3 on the season. Both of these teams, the 1 seeds in each conference. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have half of a hockey game remaining here. Blue Devils find themselves up big here in the second period, as that could have been a hooking call right there. Nothing from the referees here in this 5-1 advantage for the Blue Devils. Sherman, number 18, on the puck now, kind of trying to get it under the body of the defenseman. I believe that was Hodson with it under his body, as that shot goes off the stick of Kibe, and it's covered by Zavola. Blue Devils without a couple players today. As that shot attempt scores, Radu and Rand capitalize for yet another LTU second period goal. The Blue Devils extend their advantage to 6-1 off of that goal by Radu. Radu from Rand and Getzel. It's 6-1 Blue Devils. Phenomenal job in this second period by the Blue Devils. Exactly what you want to do as that whistle is called. Wow. Man, oh man, the Blue Devils have turned it on here in the second period. 5 goals before the 15-minute mark in the period. 5:04 remaining here in this second period. It is 6-1. The Blue Devils letting their teammates know there's only 4 guys on the ice for the Blue Devils. Tried to make a play, referee snuffed it out. There was only 4 guys on the ice for the Blue Devils. Puck dropped and face-off is won back onto the stick of DeHaas. DeHaas with some speed takes this one wide, nice and easy, loses that one in the skates of the referee, and he will try and kick that one deep. Look like Christopher was trying to come late onto the ice to maybe potentially get a breakaway pass, but not allowing him. Where the referees falling on the play right there is DeHaas. Crone not able to hold on to that one. A lot of speed right there for the Vulcans. Now DeHaas with it. DeHaas tries to put that between the legs. He is sending that just out of reach. Is starting to get a little chippy in this game. 4:20 remaining here in the second period. Christopher bodies up with Fortucci. And now Dole comes out of the zone with it. Dole with a lot of speed takes this one wide, just out of reach of the net. DeHaas trying to get that one over to Christopher, not able to do so, and Evans comes away with it. Evans with Fortucci. Evans goes wide. He's knocked off balance by Boring. Good job right there, and the puck's loose. Fortucci behind the net, not able to get to it. Christopher gives that one up. It's going to be a 2-on-1 here for the 2 defensemen, actually. It's Boring with Loiser. Pass to Loiser. He sends that one across for Boring, but it's just out of reach. Now with the puck coming through the zone is Karpuska. He makes a nice move, stick handles that one. It's going to be a tripping call for the Blue Devils. And the Vulcans are going to head to the power play. It's 6-1 Blue Devils, and the Vulcans will have their second power play attempt of the day. The first one came up empty-handed. So let's see what they can do. So far, Blue Devils have this game out of reach. It's going to be a tripping penalty to Loiser. Chipetta, Radu, and Rand come out onto the ice, and Wright is already out there. Those are the 4 penalty killers for this 2-minute penalty to Loiser for tripping. Taking the face off is Radu. He will win it back for Wright. He backhands that one right onto the stick of Rezak. Price, I believe that was. That one went off of a stick, and Radu will be the first one to it. Radu now makes a move. He will be tripped, and that's going to bring it to even strength. Price is going to get a tripping penalty on Radu, and it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute and 36 seconds until Loiser hops out of the box. Unfortunate turn. Quick little turn by Radu. Price's stick in the wrong spot, and Radu takes a tumble. And the Blue Devils will even it up at 4-on-4 for the next 1:36. Face off to the left of the goaltender Zavola. One back by Greer. Picked up by Wright. Now over to Fisher. Fisher with a shot. He already has a big snipe in this game. Gives that one to Greer. Greer gives that one back to the defenseman. Chipetta trying to hold on to that one. He will send that one all the way around the ice for Greer behind the net. Greer holding on to it. Knocks off his stick, and Wright is not able to hold it in. Wright to Chipetta. Chipetta over to Fisher. Fisher is knocked down. Good hit right there by Tiernan. Picked up by Wright. He backhands that one for Greer. Greer will open up, receive that one, tried to send that one to center, but it went off the skate of Hodson. Kept in the zone by Chiapetta. Now with it, Fisher trying to hold on to it. He still has it. It's in his feet. He picks it up now. Slows up, gets pushed off the puck by Tiernan. And Wright will have to recover. Fisher hops off the ice to get a quick change. They're going to have an open opportunity now as Dole was open with the puck, but he chose to backhand that one into the zone. Greer, puck slowed up just enough for him, and Karpuska coming the other way. Karpuska sends that one right on net, goes off the shoulder and into the glove of the goaltender Foster, and we're going to get a whistle. Thunderstruck starts to play with 23 seconds remaining on this penalty to Loiser. Blue Devils will have a short man advantage, not a full time, just about 24 seconds. On the power play after Loiser heads out of the box. Face-off one across over to the hash marks by Dole. Picked up by Boring. Boring playing defense today. Usually he will be a forward for the Blue Devils. Not able to step into that one as it ends up on the stick of DeHaas. DeHaas drops that one off for Dole. Dole trying to get to it. Ends up in the stick of Evans, and Evans will send that one out to center to Crone. Crone stick handling through center. Gives that one up to DeHaas. DeHaas will slow up, send that one across for Crone. Not able to do so, and the Blue Devils will have the man advantage. Trying to get that puck out, not able to do so. Sherman picks it up, gives that one to DeHaas, backhanded back for Sherman, but DeHaas, his pass was intercepted. Crone gives it to Dole in the slot. Dole's shot goes wide, saved by the goaltender. Wright falls yet again as Price hops out of the box, gives that one up to Karpuska. Karpuska's shot, that one saved. Rebound is loose, shot by Price, goes off of a skate, and here comes Sherman the other way. Sherman trying to make a play. He loses the puck. Evans picks it up. Offsides currently for the Vulcans. That pass goes onto the stick of Dole, and we are less than 35 seconds remaining here in the second period as that puck is covered by the goaltender Zavola. A lot of work so far here in the second period. 5 goals in this period, and that is the advantage. 6-1 Blue Devils here with 30 seconds remaining in the period. Radu is going to take this face off. He's going to try and win it back. Just went off the stick. Loiser sends that one over into the corner, and Rand will try and beat Kibe to it. Rand will do so. He holds on to it. Drops that one off for Loiser. That shot goes off a little body, and Rand will have to recover. Sends that one off the boards. Loiser plays that to himself, and good stick right there by the defenseman. Sends that one out to center. St. John does a good job of getting rid of that puck. Sends that one into the zone for Chuchi. Will be on the forecheck. That's going to be dumped on net by Hodson, and that's going to be it for the period. We head to the second intermission. 6-1 Blue Devils here at Redford Ice Arena. 5 goals in the period for the team. Goals from Rand, DeHaas, Fisher, Sherman, and Radu propel the Blue Devils to this 6-1 lead. We will head to intermission here on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. Welcome back in. Goaltender change for the Vulcans. Bender's heading into net. 6-1 is the deficit. Let's see if he can give his team the juice to get back into this game. Long way to go for them. Blue Devils will really have to let it slip as well. Wozniak will head to the net. Number 34, Wozniak, hasn't had any starts this year. He will get an appearance today for the rest of the game as the Blue Devils hold a 6-1 advantage here at the start of the third period. Second intermission, 20 seconds away from completion. Blue Devils will start with that Radu, Rand, Getzel line. On defense, going to be Loiser and Chipetta. As I said, Wozniak is now in net for the Blue Devils and Bender in net for the Vulcans. Blue Devils taking care of business here. Game 2 of the series already defeated the Vulcans 6-1 yesterday here on Senior Day at Redford Ice Arena. Beautiful day for the Blue Devils to take care of business yet again. Face off one back. Loiser trying to get to that one, not able to do so. It's picked up now. Kieran with it, trying to get that one over, not able to do so. It's intercepted and taken now by Radu. Radu with some speed through the middle. Tiernan trying to beat him to the punch. Rand able to hold up on the onsides. Radu is now pinned in the corner by 3 Vulcans. Greer helps him out, picks that one up. Ooh, I'm sorry, that was Getzel as that shot from Loiser ends up off the post. Cycled back down for Rand. He's not able to beat the defenseman Evans to the puck. It's Getzel on that line. Getzel trying to cycle that one towards the net, not able to do so as Rand picks it up. Getzel now has it. He sends that one off the boards for Loiser, and he is not able to hold that one in. Wholesale change for the Vulcans. Turning and firing that one to Getzel will be Loiser. He makes a nice little spin move, has a lane to the net, not able to beat St. John to the puck. Getzel spinning, drops that one off to DeHaas. DeHaas picks that one up, and he has it pickpocketed off his stick by Kreis. Now with it, Giordano sends that one over to Christopher, who dumps that one in on to Bender in goal. Kreis sends that one around. That shot from Christopher, who rebounds loose in front and bounces into the corner. Dole with it now. He sends that one over to DeHaas. DeHaas back to the point to Wright. Wright fakes shot, gives that one over to DeHaas. DeHaas sends that one backdoor, rebounds loose, and Dole is not able to capitalize. Fortucci picks that one up, tries to center that one for St. John. Puck just out of reach for him. Off the glass, Wright goes and ends up off the leg of Mankulich, and he will go off sides. Just under 2 minutes of play here in the third period. Blue Devils hold the advantage 6-1. Taking care of business in that second period. 5 goals. Rand, DeHaas, Fisher, Sherman, and Radu. In that order in the second period. Blue Devils really spreading the love around today as that puck gets off the stick of Walsh and into the zone for the Vulcans. Price with it now. He slows up, looking for some help. Flips that one out to center. It's going to be picked up by Boring. Boring with it now. He's looking for some help. Backhand pass over to Crone. And Crone will step up over the blue line. Drops that one off for Fisher. He does have a really nice snipe in the game. He sends that onto the net, trying to look for Greer's stick. He did not get a piece of that, and it ends up back in the neutral zone on the stick of Fisher. Good stick right there by Vasco. Vasco now has it. He will take a shot on Wozniak, and it will bury him right in the chest. First shot of the day for Wozniak. He's got those navy blue pads on, the blocker, the glove, both pads, versus the all-white pads of the goaltender Bender. This face-off is going to be to the left of Wozniak, and it's going to be taken by Jaskowitz. Jaskowitz wins that one straight back. Loiser, little poke check as that one's to the slot. That shot is blocked by Chipetta. Prime scoring opportunity in the slot right there, turned away by the leg of Chipetta as he dives to block that one. Here's Loiser with a flip looking for Sherman as that one bounces right out in front and played into the corner by Bender. Good body right there. Zambrowski trying to hold on to it. Whoa. Sherman gets a stick high into the face of Zambrowski. He throws his stick across the ice. Let's see if there's anything going to come of it. Not exactly sure what's going on. Sherman's helmet pops off. He gets into a little stick fight with Zambrowski, and they might be both heading to the box. No call. Nothing from the referees. Sherman and Zambrowski will both head back to their respective benches. Face-off will come back out into the neutral zone right in front of that Vulcan bench. 17 minutes remaining here in the third period. 6-1 advantage Blue Devils. Backhanded into the zone, and Loiser will head in on the forecheck. Loiser not able to do any damage right there as Tiernan tries to get that puck out, not able to do so, and here's Giordano with it. He will turn up looking for some help, not able to get any, and Blue Devils will keep puck possession in the zone as Loiser's able to do so. That one went off of a body in front. It looked like it ricocheted off the stick of Kibe. You can see the legs for this short Vulcan bench is really starting to show it. They've got 3, 4, 5 less guys than the Blue Devils. And you can see it's really starting to be an advantage for the Blue Devils. Those 5 extra guys, 3 extra forwards, 2 extra defensemen, including an extra goaltender, but that will not have an impact on the skaters. Icing is called off, and puck is going to be picked up by Zambrowski. Zambrowski looking for some help, flips that one out to center. Wright will glove it and play it down for Radu. That backhand for Vasco did not connect, ended up on the stick of the opposing Wright, who sends a pass and dumped into the zone by Getzel. Getzel, nice move right there. Radu picks it up and replaces him. Backhand for Wright. Wright sends that one up the boards, but it went off the body. Radu wins the puck battle and will control it for the Blue Devils. That shot in front went all the way to the point, and Wright will pick it up. Radu now. Radu drops that one off for Wright. Wright takes that shot, tries to get that one onto the stick of Getzel, but not able to hold on to it. Getzel holding, drops that one for Radu. Radu's shot is blocked and sent into the corner by Kreis. Kreis looked like he took a high stick from Radu. Not happy about it, right in front of the referee, and he's getting heated with the referee. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Rand with some space, trying the wraparound, sends that one to center. Rebound's loose. It's still in front. And icing will be called. Rebound was loose in front. Vulcans turned and fired that one the length of the ice. And it's still 6-1 Blue Devils. Big lead that the Blue Devils were able to establish here in the second period. Now it's the third period, and that advantage still stays. Took all 3 periods to score 6 goals as they scored with less than 2 minutes to go to extend the lead to 6-1 as Bender makes a nice save right there up near the neck, right off the shoulder, and he covers it. But Blue Devils seem to have the Vulcans' number so far in the game. Face off here for Christopher. He will push it towards the net. Rebound was loose to Haas. Not able to corral that one. Boring will pick it up. Boring over to Christopher. Christopher trying to get that one to Haas. And Haas will send that one deep. Went off the body of the referee, and Boring will pick it up. Boring takes that shot. That one was blocked by Kibe. Kibe with it now. Kibe sends that one off the boards. Not enough was the pinch from Crone to keep that one in, and it's picked up by Dahl in the neutral zone. Intercepted by Kibe, and he will dump that one in. Wozniak will set it up, send that one all the way around to the point. It's going to be Hoge. That shot is loose in front. That pulled up shot by Fortucci sent into the corner. It's going to be a 3-on-2 goal in the other way for the Blue Devils. Dahl with DeHaas and Christopher. Sent back for Dahl. Dahl with some room. He has it poked off his stick by Hodson, who was back checking. Dahl not able to hold on to that one. Walsh went in for the forecheck. It bounces off of his stick, and now goes Hodges the other way. Short, choppy strides from Hodges. He's not able to hold on to that one as it's flipped off the wall and up and out of play, and we will get a whistle. 13:08 remaining here in the third period. Blue Devils looks like they might just cruise to victory. Nothing too crazy. A little bit of back and forth puck possession here, not exactly like the fire-powered second period. As Geppetto holds on to it, he's pressured by Tiernan, and it ends up on the stick of Fisher. Fisher over to Walsh. Walsh waiting, sends that one off the pad of Bender, and he uses his stick to send that one into the corner. Rezak. Apologies, that was Kreis with it. Kreis gets it taken off his stick, and it's going to be covered by the goaltender. Walsh, trip up on the play by Kreis. Not too happy about the slash on the goaltender Bender. Face off here to the right of Bender, the goaltender. Trying to get to his Cesarity as that bounces out to center. Trying to beat him wide is Kress, the captain. He's not able to do so. He sends that one into the slot, but Sherman's stick is there. Kreis ends up with it. Wright blocks that shot, sends that one over to Jaskowitz. Jaskowitz has the lane wide. He will take it. Tried to fire that one to the slot, goes off of a skate blade, and Kreis will pick it up. Kreis looking for center, tried to get that one on net straight across the center, and it will end up back on the stick of Evans. Wozniak trying to set that one up, not able to do so, and Giordano will send that one to center, right onto the stick of Zambrowski. Sherman trying to win the puck battle. He will do so. He just a little bit too much on that as he pokes that one in deep into the zone. Slips and falls as Giordano keeps that one. It's going to be onto the stick of Ball, who sends that one into open space for Vasco. St. John is coming back, but Loiser turns away the attempt. Loiser now establishing some puck possession in his defensive zone. Sends that one all the way across. Try to get that one on the stick of Rand, and firing out of play was Zambrowski. Face off in the defensive zone for the Vulcans. Just over 10 minutes to go here in the game. 11:26 to be exact. Blue Devils' big lead is that shot from Loiser. The rebound is loose in front. Rand and Radu try to get to it, not able to do so. Loiser will hold puck possession. He will cut back, looking for some help. Sends that one to center to Radu. Radu going to chip that one off the boards, and he runs out of real estate. Angled off by Zabrowski and tripped up on the play. Getzel will now pick it up, try and send that one to the point. Loiser will send that shot above everyone, and it'll end up in the corner. Boring off the boards, down to Radu. Radu looking across, just out of reach of Getzel. Getzel to Loiser, back down to Getzel. Getzel holds on to it now. Getzel looking for space. He's tugged down a little bit of the jersey by Hodgson. Holding on to it is Boring now. Boring trying for the wraparound. He does not attempt it. Sends that one over to Loiser. Radu's shot, and that one saved and sent up and out of play over the netting. Blue Devils establishing some zone possession now here in the third period. First established possession for them. Got a couple of shots on net. That one off the goaltender, up and wide. Little help from the fans. Give that one to the referee, and we will do it over again. The face-off here to the right of Bender. Face-off won by the Vulcans. They step through. Good stick right there by DeHaas, but not quite enough to get it off the stick of the Vulcan forward. Wozniak will expand and collapse to make the save. Super Bowl 60, just over an hour away after this game. Gonna head home and probably watch a little bit of that Super Bowl. Icing is called. It's gonna come all the way back down to the Blue Devil zone, but hey, it should be an interesting one. Patriots and Seahawks, just a repeat of the Super Bowl about 10 years ago in 2015. 2015 or 2014. Not exactly sure. The years start to run together. But Greer will be on this faceoff for the Blue Devils. He will win it straight back and put another feather in the cap for Greer as he wins yet another faceoff for the Blue Devils. Dahl sends that one over and to DeHaas. DeHaas looking for Greer. Greer sends that one to center, and he is smoked and ends up on the ground. Circling the net, Peterson looking for some help. Greer. DeHaas sends that right off a pad. As block. Here's Geppetto looking for some help, not able to do so, and that one's sent out in the center for Chuchi, and Kibe combined to send that one deep. For checking now, Sarakowski. That shot pass attempt for Kibe ends up on the stick of Zambrowski in his own zone. Sent across and chipped in. Nice play right there by Mankulich. The Blue Devils will establish zone possession, and that one's going to be intercepted. The pass from right did not connect to Walsh. Intercepted now by Fisher on that pass. Crone now has some space, and here comes Evans with it. I believe actually that was Ball. Now it's a 2-on-1 back-checking opportunity for Jaskowitz. He will be successful and will be knocked up off the puck, and he will be down in the corner for a second. Played into the corner by Wright. Walsh takes it now. Walsh enters the neutral zone, sends that one over to Fisher. Fisher loose under his feet, not able to hold on to it. Fisher will send that one across for Jaskowitz, who takes a fall. Getting a little sloppy here in the third period, running around. And Fisher, that shot ends up off the stick of the goaltender by Jaskowitz. Shot by Jaskowitz off the stick of the goaltender Bender, and out of play. Fisher really getting into it that last shift right there, kind of running around a little bit, getting a little upset and a little angry at the body contact brought on by the opposing Vulcans. Played to center over everybody and into the zone. Good play right there by Wozniak. Blue Devils trying to establish something. That little stick tap over to Boring, who picks it up. Boring sends that one across, not able to do anything with it, no. It's behind the net, and it's intercepted and stolen onto the stick of Price. Price plays that one across for Loiser, but does nothing. Loiser holds on to it. Loiser tries to get that one up to center. Cesardi not able to hold on to it. Kibe will give that back onto the stick of Cesardi, who has a lane now. Good play by Kreis. Sloppy puck play the last couple of minutes as that one's intercepted by St. John. Going for the hit. Cesardi did not connect. St. John with it now in the corner, trying to center that one, and it's onto the stick of Loiser, who rims that one all the way around and will get out of the zone. No. Referee says no. That was offsides from my angle, but the referee said no. St. John with it now. St. John sends that one across for Hodson. Went off the skate of the referee and sent back down deep into the zone by Getzel. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the third period. 6-1 advantage for the Blue Devils. Radu now takes the puck, gives it up to Getzel. Getzel makes a nice move to the outside. He has a backhand attempt, takes that one to center. Rebound was loose. Brand on the ground, not able to do anything with it. Radu takes a little bit of a hit right there, holds on to the puck, and it is sent the length of the ice. Icing is called off. The referees really letting the clock roll as much as they possibly can here as Giordano turns and fires that one down deep. Yet again called off with the three guys for the Vulcans right there in front of their bench. Evans coming down He makes his way into the Blue Devil zone, tries to center that one. It's onto the stick of Rand. Rand trying to generate some speed, gives that one to Radu. Radu with a lot of speed. It's him and Ball now. Ball does a good job. He uses his stick to send that one in the corner. Good job avoiding the hit right there was Radu. Now coming out of the corner, it's Ball with it. Vulcans have done a good job getting their defensemen involved in this game. Unfortunately, it hasn't been enough as they find themselves down 5 goals here late in the third period. Greer trying to get to that puck. He backhands that one for Rand. Rand trying to get that one out, is able to accomplish his goal, and Fortucci sends that to the defenseman. Ball passes off target into Haas. Will beat Ball to the puck. Picked up by Greer. He will try and get that one to the Haas. The Haas not able to hold on to it, and coming will, I believe that was Dahl trying to hold on to it. Now with it, it's Lavender. Lavender will send that deep into the zone, and Wozniak will set that up for his defenseman. Chipetta now. Chipetta sends that one across for DeHaas. DeHaas holding on to it and will slow up just at the blue line and will backhand that one down to Dahl. Back to Loiser. Loiser sends that one out of the net. That one goes off of the skate and into the corner. Cycled for DeHaas. The pick of Greer. Big hit right there by Kapuska on DeHaas. Coming out of the corner now, it's Hodson. It's going to be a penalty for the Blue Devils coming up. Covered. And it's going to be pretty bad now. Chipetta as Wozniak falls and getting a little crazy on the ice as taken down to the ground now. .440 remaining, and it's getting really chippy out there. Taken all the way back to the bench was Zito. Chipetta getting into it with the opposing players. They took out Wozniak. DeHaas is going to head to the box. Chipetta is going to head to the box. Let's see what the official call on the play is going to be. Getting really chippy here late in the third period. 6-1 advantage Blue Devils as the referees talk it over. Wozniak, the goaltender for the Blue Devils, was smoked not once but twice by the opposing forward-checking Vulcans. And Blue Devils not happy about that one. Chipetta will end up in the box for that after the initial penalty on the back check by DeHaas. Way behind the play, DeHaas took a slashing penalty, I believe is the call. And then chaos ensued for Wozniak. So he's trying to get some water now. A lot of discussion from the referees. I know for a fact that Haas will be getting a penalty, and now the referees are going to talk to Coach Gaffney about it. Sending some guys from the box, it looks like. Referees going over there to try and establish Chipetta is now in the penalty box. Looks like they are searching for certain players who were in that altercation. A lot of discussion going on. That stick going over to the Blue Devils. Looks like they grabbed the wrong stick. A little bit of a stick switcheroo as we wait for play to resume. Referee's still trying to establish what the call is on the ice. But honestly, it doesn't really matter that much considering the score being 6-1 with under 5 minutes to go here in the game. Referee will pick up the puck near center ice. Still trying to understand what's going on. Referee will go in and looks like talk behind the glass with the scoring official. So with this intermission, might as well talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. You know, I've been hinting at it. It's going to start in less than an hour now, I believe. Yep, just under an hour till Super Bowl 60. It's going to be final score Seattle Seahawks 31, New England Patriots 17. I think Seattle has more firepower and will overpower the New England Patriots, and the NFC will win back-to-back Super Bowls as the Eagles took down the Chiefs last year in a blowout fashion. Referee coming out from behind the box, still trying to figure out what's going on. Not exactly sure what I would assess right here. I would give the original penalty to Haas and just take the two, I believe it was Chiappetta and Hodgson to the box. But I am not the one on the ice assessing penalties, and we have still even longer of an intermission as Radu and Kreis will represent each individual team as captain and talking to the referees. I believe warnings will be assessed to both of these teams as it starts to get pretty chippy here late. Second game in a row, the Vulcans are blown out by the Blue Devils here at Redford Ice Arena. Looks like it's splitting up a little bit. Radu is going over to the bench to discuss with his team what he was instructed by the referees. Wozniak perfect on the day so far. Only a small handful of saves, a couple of them on the day, but he does the job. It's going to be 2 penalties for the Blue Devils. Looks like it might be a 5-on-3 penalty to DeHaas and Chiappetta. 5-minute penalty. 5-minute penalty and 5-minute penalty for Zito. 5-minute penalty to, I would assume, is DeHaas. DeHaas and Zito ejected from the game, it seems that way. So they will not be finishing the game. Chiappetta's getting a 2-minute penalty. And serving the penalty for Zito is Lavender. A lot going on. Serving the penalty for the Blue Devils. That penalty to DeHaas. A couple guys in the box over there now for the Blue Devils. 3 guys in the box right now for the Blue Devils, 1 in the box for the Vulcans. It's going to be it's going to be a 4-on-3 situation in favor of the Vulcans. Vulcans trying to establish something here late in the third period as that puck ends up on the stick. A little saucer pass, and Broski will take a shot saved by Wozniak. Now holding on to it is Kreis. Kreis trying to establish something. He will use his back to protect that puck, sends that one out to the point. Zambrowski now. Zambrowski to Kreis. To Karpuska. Now has it. Trying to get that one now. Tiernan covering. He will drop that one back out for Zambrowski, and Tiernan will have to recover it off the poke check of Loiser. Radu getting a quick change. Rain coming out onto the ice. Tiernan now using his body to protect. Now here comes Rand with a lane. Rand's going to have a little bit of a step. He's going to be hooked a little bit. It's going to be a penalty for slashing to Kreis. It's going to be 3-on-3 for the next minute and 2 seconds. 2 minutes for slashing. Kreis will head to the box, and the Blue Devils. It's going to be 3-on-3 hockey here for 3:41 remaining here in the third period. Just a minute and 2 seconds, and the Blue Devils will have a power play. It's going to be at least 4-on-4 for the rest of the game, as those 4-minute penalties, 5-minute penalties to Zito and DeHaas. 3-on-3 hockey now in the third period in a 6-1 game. Right, Radu, Getzel. That puck is won back to Hodson and over to Evans out there for the Blue Devils is Radu Wright and Getzel answering the call for the Vulcans. Hodson, Evans, and Vasco. Just playing a little dipsy-do, moving the puck around a little bit, are the Vulcans, trying to kill off as much as they possibly can, or to establish a odd man rush as Evans beats Radu to it. Radu back checking now. He will get better body positioning now and reset. As Evans takes a lane to the net, he will have a lane. Good back check by Radu right there. And Hodson will pick it up for the Vulcans. Hodson, nice little shot right there on Wozniak, and he will make the save right. With the puck now, 6 seconds remaining here on the penalty to Chapetta. Quick little change now. And out of the box comes Giordano. It's going to be 4-on-3 for the time being as Loiser sees an opportunity to spring it. As Loiser stick handling through the center, tried to do something with it, not able to do so as that puck ends up on the stick of Rand. Rand with it, backhands that one down deep into the zone, and Dahl will recover. 40 seconds remaining on this 4-on-3 advantage before it becomes 4-on-4 as that shot is gloved by Bender. 2:12 remaining in the game, 2:33 on those offsetting ejections for each team to Haas and Zito, and then 10 seconds remaining on that penalty, the slashing call to Kreis. Dole tried to walk in right there. He's going to have Rand in the slot, looking for an opportunity to pass that to the point. It's to Peterson. Peterson sends that one over to Loiser. Loiser sets it back up to Peterson. It's a 4-on-3. Peterson shot, that one's gloved by Bender. 15 seconds remaining on that penalty to Kreis. That'll just about do it here today at Redford Ice Arena, 6-1 advantage, and I can thoroughly assume that will stay the same for the remaining 2 minutes of this game. Maybe a goal or two in either direction, but other than that, it looks like this game might just hold steady as Peterson gets an opportunity for the puck, sends it right back. That slap shot just whiffed on. Price comes out of the box now. It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for the remaining part of the game as Wozniak gloves that one and plays that one off to the side to Loiser. Loiser backhands that one to nobody. It's picked up by the opposing team. Vulcans now showing some life late, but here comes Getzel the other way. He will pickpocket it off the stick of St. John. Getzel will take that shot, send that one right off the pads. Rebound by Loiser is not corralled. 4-on-4 hockey here for the final minute of play. That shot on Wozniak goes wide. Kibbe sends that one for St. John, just out of reach. Trying to get that one to Getzel, did not connect, and Loiser will cut back into his zone. A little bit of sloppy play right there. Walsh not able to hold on to it, and Kibbe's shot is saved by Wozniak, and that one goes over the netting. 45 seconds remaining here. 4-on-4 hockey for the remaining portion of the game. 6-1. Blue Devils are going to cruise out of the weekend with 2 6-1 victories over the visiting Penn West California Vulcans. Big wins for the Blue Devils with playoffs right around the corner, trying to establish themselves in the nation. Walsh now with the puck. 38 seconds remaining. Walsh will hold on to it. Try to get that one to Dole, but it did not connect. Sent across for Boring. Boring now trying to generate some space for himself. He ends up behind the net, gives that one over to Wright. Wright sends that one over to Walsh. Walsh across for Boring. Boring with the body positioning, but it's taken off his stick by Sorowski. That backhand caught. Hodgson used his stick. 10 seconds remaining, and that will just about do it. Sent deep behind the net for Wright, and that's going to be the game. 6-1 final. Blue Devils victorious. That will wrap up the weekend. Blue Devils 2 6-1 victories over the visiting Penn West California Vulcans. And that'll be it from here. Blue Devils cap off a big weekend here at Redford Ice Arena, and that's going to do it. I'm Luke Weinberger, and on behalf of the Lawrence Tech Sports Network, have a great rest of your weekend, and we look forward to seeing you next time here at Redford Ice Arena.
At Lawrence Technological University, every Blue Devil represents more than just a student athlete. They represent dedication, passion, and the pursuit of excellence. That's why we're proud to introduce the Blue Devil Legacy Club, a membership-based initiative dedicated to enriching the lives of our student athletes and elevating the future of LTU athletics. The Blue Devil Legacy Club exists to inspire positive change, promote teamwork, and enhance the overall college experience for every LTU student athlete. By supporting both the physical, mental well-being of our student athletes, members of the Legacy Club ensure they have the tools, resources, and opportunities to succeed, not only in competition, but also in the classroom and in life. As a Legacy Club member, you play a vital role in shaping the future of LTU athletics. Your support helps fund facility upgrades, strengthen student-athlete health and wellness programs, and create an environment where champions are built, in character and in sport. Join us in creating a lasting legacy for Lawrence Tech Athletics. Together, we can empower our student athletes to reach new heights in the classroom, in competition, and beyond. Become a member of the Blue Devil Legacy Club and leave your legacy for a brighter future for LTU student athletes.